Hi everyone, it's Trevor the Whinging Pom again. I'm sorry about the confusion last week. I actually posted the video last Friday, but I accidentally put it on another YouTube channel I plan to start in a couple of weeks. So that's why you never saw it until about Wednesday, I think it was. Things haven't been too good lately. I lost one of my best mates a couple of months ago, and then a young bloke who used to live with us and worked with me for a while passed away. And then a couple of weeks ago, my aunt died. And I come back from Adelaide and I ended up getting bronchiopneumonia. And I only got out of hospital on Tuesday, so my voice may be a bit grumpy or crumpy or whatever they call it. So anyway, here goes. I'll try my best. I had a mate used to be a paramedic. Now, we were sitting talking one day and he told me a couple of stories. And one of them was that he got called to this house and this bloke was laying on the floor screaming after he rang the hospital, the ambulance, I should say. Anyway, they turned up and looked at him, and he had big, deep cuts on his testicles. And anyway, they put him on the stretcher, and as they're walking out, I asked him, what happened? What happened? He said, he said, I was bending over nude, and the bloody cat come up behind him and went, He must have saw those two danglies and cut into him, I tell you. Anyway, they laughed that much they dropped him. Anyway, the second story he told me was that one day they got called to this household. The wife had actually called him. Her husband was in total pain, all burn marks all around his bum, his testicles, all that. And what happened was that she decided she was going to clean the toilet. And someone told her a really good thing to clean the toilet with is methylated spirits. I think it was methylated spirits anyway. So she poured this methylated spirits in the toilet, half a bottle or whatever it was. Anyway, he went and sat down and went to the toilet, didn't he? And he thought, I'll have a fag. So he did up a fag. And he threw the fag down the toilet. The fucking toilet exploded on him. So that's how he got burnt around those private parts. Oh, God, who'd be a paramedic, eh? A friend of ours used to invite us to Phillip Island, Andrew Hartwick. Now, he had an aunt and uncle who were very rich, and also the uncle's brother was very rich. So we used to go there, and actually Andrew's brothers used to own rivers. They started rivers, actually. So you can imagine how wealthy they were. Anyway, the other brother just built a house next door to the other brother. And he invited us all around. And in the kitchen, he had these wine stack things. And there was 12 bottles of Dom Perignon. Oh, bloody hell. He said, what do you think of our shack? I said, it's lovely, It was 5 bedrooms. You could walk out the back, and there were 6 shower rooms to go out to the, Phillip Bay, to Port Phillip Bay to swim. And anyway, I was, just speaking to him. A lovely bloke, lovely bloke. I said to him, well, how much the land cost you? It wasn't a very big block. $1 million? Jesus Christ. So then I didn't dare ask him how much the house cost. And he took us through the whole house. It was absolutely magnificent. And anyway, I went back and I said to Andrew, how much did that house cost? 2.5 million. 3.5 million for the lot. Jesus Christ, what would it be like to have money? And also the brothers, they sold rivers, and then they formed a company called Diana Ferrari, which were a shoe company. And they sold that for millions. So they actually done very, very well for themselves. But both brothers were fantastic. Down to earth, they weren't big heads or snobs or anything. Anyway, I'm getting away from the story. So every year, me and Kelly used to go, and I'd ride the bike. And I started off with 250cc Honda riding there, but I ended up buying the Printing 1000, I think it was an S, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, 1,000, I had Kelly on the back, and it could go like the clappers, do close to 300 clicks. And we're in Victoria, coming towards Geelong. Was it Geelong? Yeah, I think it was Geelong. And I'm doing 145 clicks. Now, in Geelong, or in Victoria, the speed limit is only 100 k's. Anyway, this police car went past me. I thought, oh shit, so I slowed right down. Next minute, come round, and he said, the siren's going and going. Oh, Christ's sake. What am I going to do? Because I'd lose my licence instantly. Anyway, he pulled over. And he said, do you mind taking your helmet off, please, mate? And I took my helmet off. He said, Jesus, said, you're a bit older to ride this bike, aren't you? And me being like I said, hey, you cheeky bugger, what do you mean? And he said, oh, what speed were you doing? And I thought, oh, geez, what am I going to say? I said, 112 kilometres an hour. He said, no, I clocked you at 143. I thought, oh, shit. And he said, where are you going? I said, oh, me and my wife are going to Phillip Island. He said, it's a beautiful day, isn't it, for a ride? I said, yeah. He said, I'll do you for 110. So how lucky am I? He said, but if I catch you speeding near bloody Geelong, I'll have you. Anyway, so it was a lovely bloke. Anyway, what was I going to say next? Oh, that's right. Talk about, I used to work for a motel in Mount Gambier, the Red Carpet Inn. And I used to be the maintenance bloke. I used to cut the lawns and do a lot of other things, even though I'm a shipman, I work by trade. I'd only just moved to Adelaide, to Mount Gambier at the time. And they used to have the Mount Gambier Cup, which is the horse race. And Jolly Letts was a very famous rider. And he used to come down for the cup, and he was a bit of a joker. He actually, I think he was on, he won on Piper Lane, one of the biggest odds winner at the Melbourne Cup, actually. He used to play jokes on the staff. Anyway, so what he decided to do, he used to go, going out with the horses at, say, 6 o'clock in the morning. So he always insisted on having his breakfast early. So what he brought down was a dummy. And he put a noose on it and hung it on the balcony of the first floor. Anyway, of course, it's getting light. I can't remember the name of this is only a story I heard, by the way. She got the tray for breakfast. I can't remember the name, but she's walking along. Next minute, sees the bloody dummy hanging there, fully clothed, screams, throws the bloody breakfast tray, and all the lights go on. Everyone's wondering what's going on. They reckon they used to do tricks like that all the time. Now, my joke for today is an Irish one. I got off YouTube, so this Irishman goes into a pub in Dublin. Anyway, he orders 3 pints of Guinness. He sits there, he sips out of one, sips out of two, and then sips out of 3 until he finishes them all. And he goes back to the bar, says, I'll have 3 more drinks of Guinness, please. And the barman says, you can just order 1, because if you order 3, they go flat. He said, no, he said, I promised me brothers. He said, one's moved to America, one's moved to Australia. That every Friday night, I'd come in and I'd drink 3 pints, one for me, one for my 2 brothers. Anyway, this went on for weeks and weeks to become a regular. Sorry about that, as I'm saying, I'm not good. Anyway, they all got to know him. He was a nice bloke and everything else. Anyway, one night he came in and he said, I'll have 2 pints of Guinness, please. And everyone stops and looks. And the barman thinks, oh, poor bugger. And he walks away and he sips and sips and sips and sips. And comes back to the bar and the barman says, oh, look, I'm really sorry about to hear the news. The Irishman looks at him and thinks, what's going on here? And then he realises, He said, no, it's got nothing to do with that. He said, they're both still alive. And he said, well, why are you only ordering 2, Guinnesses? And he said, I've stopped drinking. Anyway, God bless. I'm sorry about me cough and everything else. I promise to give you it on a Friday, so have a fantastic week and I love you all. Cheers. Bye.